It is time for the FF at $20 replay review / coaching / whatever session. Potato Puppy playing Gangplank. Let me do something for this scene. Just slide the camera over. We're getting this all refined and cleaned up. Yeah. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger too. There we go. Why aren't you doing my new start? First question. Why aren't you doing my start on this? I can nitpick you real hard with Gangplank. Well, not only do I play Gangplank all the time, but Gangplank is super finicky right now. He's designed for good players. You are silver. If you get good at this guy, you will leave silver very, very fast. But you have to do all the little shit right. So, new start, you might ask what that is. You'll be starting Mana Crystal and a refillable pot. You're going to go into lane, and you are going to hit 12 minions. And then back, and then get Corrupting Pot. You don't have to back right away, but it's, you know, I like to take the first 12 minions and back and get Corrupting Pot. So, that gets you away safer lane phase and allows you to bully lanes. Minions have spawned. So, you decide to push right away. And see, this would have been perfect for that strat anyways. Why? Okay. Why aren't you queuing him? I don't know what this talking in the background is, but I'm gonna turn that shit off because that is fucking creepy as fuck. Voice volume. Like weird noises. Sound like they're doing a ritual. Anyways, why aren't you queuing this guy? Queue him. I know your queue's up. Queue him. Queue. Go queue him. Walk up and queue him. Queue him. Queue him. Queue him. Hit him with a Q. Hit him with a parlay. Hit him with a Q. Hit him with a parlay. Parlay him. None of this whole time that you've been in this lane, you probably could have queued him, like, I don't know how many times now. Queue him. You take Bandit as Gangplank, you go 12, 18, so you'll have Bandit, right? So why aren't you queuing him while he's farming? Go queue him. Now he's gonna fuck with you. Because you haven't harassed him at all. And now weak nerfed Gangplank doesn't do shit. And you're gonna get fucking obliterated. Yeah. You gave up the lane. And you're missing a lot of farm. Which I'm sure you know already. But here's the lane phase broken down for you as Gangplank, okay? You go into lane. It's pretty much the same thing every time. You go into lane. You queue your lane opponent, unless it's something that there's not many champs that just bully you back, especially in the top lane that hard early. But like if I was thinking mid, like Victor hard counters you, right? Because every time you go to do a Q, he just Qs you himself and then shields and then takes no damage and not trades you. Gangplank, though, outside of very specific lanes, people think that you're supposed to just like farm with Q and lane and only that, and that's the shitty Gangplank. That's the low elo Gangplank. High elo Gangplank pushes the lanes, autos the minions, and Qs the lane opponent to proc Bandit, harass in lane to deny any sort of counter aggression. Right? Just the other day I played against Box Riven, right? Got absolutely dumped on. But we weren't getting dumped on by Riven 1v1, right? We're just getting, you know, we just get ganked, right? Because if you're playing Gangplank properly, You push bully champs around. You push Renekton around. You push Darius around. You push fucking Riven around. You can push them all around if you play the lane right. But it requires you to push the lane right away and Q your lane opponent over and over again to get the bandit going. Okay? And so far, what you've been doing is you've been trying to parlay minions. You've been failing to parlay the minions. You've not been harassing your lane opponent. And you've not been autoing the minions. Okay, the idea is by the time that your wave gets here, you should have lane control, and then you can choose to back and get corrupting pot early or stay in lane depending on what you're feeling. I like to push and get the first 12 minions. I like to aim for the first 12 minions, back, get corrupting pot, teleport right away. That's like the ultimate start for Gangplank in my opinion. Because that gets you lane control, that has you pushing, that draws pressure to you, but you have full mana and everything, and you've reset. And then if your lane opponent backs, now you're causing them to miss farm, and you make a really cool trade, and you basically get rid of that part of the lane where you're just sitting on your heels. Now you're going to be sitting on your heels, and this is where it sucks, because now you really want to back, don't you? You missed that. And I know you tried to, I'm not going to be too hard on your mechanics because I know you rushed to try to get this gameplay ASAP for the new patch, just so I can review it for you, but yeah, you gotta hit the farm. Auto then Q. Auto then Q. Farm was early this game. Or it was ugly early this game. Now, thankfully your lane opponent is farming just as shitty as you are, so kinda cancels each other out. You're gonna back here. Yeah, that's fine. You could have also... You could have done this instead. Well, I guess not. I guess you were just in a bad window. Let me see this again. If you wanted to back... I didn't realize that you were gonna want to back. Back right here. Back right here. See this? Where you started? Where you started autoing? Back right here. If you were just going to shove this in back anyways, why not keep the lane here and then just back while it's broke even and then teleport forward? Would be a little bit smoother than what you're about to do, which is you're about to try to push this out and then you're going to have this big wave pushing out and you're not going to be there and you're going to miss all this. And you know what? Hold on. We're gonna do something. Actually, no we're not. No we're not. You're asking me in chat, am I freezing the lane here? And I want to answer that. And I think I'm finally decided that I'm gonna go ahead and try to add chat and trust that it doesn't get spammed and my mods pay attention. You're asking if you're freezing the lane. And I'm gonna show you what I'm saying so you understand clearly. So, the idea is you once you auto this, you kind of fuck it up, but the minions are stuck here, okay? The minions are like stuck right at this point of the turret. So if you back right as soon as these minions connect, it's 6v6. You and Rumble are missing XP at the same time. All right? You and Rumble are missing the XP, the same amount of XP, the same amount of gold at the same time if you back right here. And you're not going to be missing any more because the tower is not aggroing these minions. So if you back, and this is very important for top lane people, if you back and then teleport forward around at this point, because the lane's frozen here, you're not going to freeze the lane, right? Because you have the siege wave coming and the siege wave is going to be here first. However, you're losing much less XP than what you're about to do, which is you're about to push the wave. See how this works? You want to back, and I didn't see it right away, and that's why I backtracked here. You want to back, so like, if you push this and then back, you're going to have this huge wave coming, and then, if you stay, Rumble's gonna kill you, so you have to back. And now you have like fucking 1,000 minions pushing. So by the time you get back into lane, you're going to lose this. You're going to lose a big chunk of this. Whereas if you just backed right now, just backed as soon as you saw him leave and the lane was stuck here, you back, you buy, you come forward, and now you've both missed roughly the same amount of XP and gold, and now you're in a better position to where you can push back into Rumble at a reasonable, like, more efficient time. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. Because watch what happens. Now you take all this, sure. But now, this wave, you see what I'm saying? You're backing. Look at the wave. You're gonna miss that. You're gonna miss this. Rumble can, Rumble could have, if he wanted to. He played it bad because this is low elo and everybody's fucking up. If he wanted to, you see the wave, how it's coming here? If he wanted to just sit here and farm, he could have brought the wave to this point and then froze it here and then all-in you himself in a long lane or had Elise come up, okay? So don't think because he pushed his lane that you made the right call. He could have literally just let this all push to himself. But he's a moron and he's just shoving the lane without thinking, right? So he gave you more farm than you should have gotten. This is kind of like dead right now. All I'm really watching to see is if you hit farm, because you can't really do anything right now. And I mean, you're missing a lot, so obviously work on that. I don't have to go at length on it. Let's talk about this gank though for a second. Lee Sin's coming up. How many barrels did you have? Don't panic. I used your barrels. Okay, you rush the barrel combo. If you had 3 barrels, I'd say don't panic. Lee Sin comes and ganks for you. It's low elo Lee Sin, so he suicides basically. But I don't even know if hitting your barrels would have done anything for you there. Don't go call either. That's not a good item. You're already going Doran's Ring. You're already delaying your Sheen and everything in your CDR. Don't go call. Because, and furthermore, not to be a dick to you, my friend, but like, call assumes that you're hitting minions. And you're not doing a good job of hitting minions anyways right now. So, it's just gonna take you an eon to get it finished. Right? It's gonna take you a hot minute. Finish that shit up. Also, because you have call, there's absolutely no point in trying to use your barrels to, like, trade with him all crazy. The only thing that you're trying to do is poke. You don't even want to try to apply the passive on him. Fuck. Did it freeze? God damn it. Hold on. I'll load back up to where we were. Only take a second. So I was gonna see what you were ulting. I guess I must have tabbed too much too fast. Don't worry, you're not gonna lose out. I'm gonna make sure to get through all this. Hopefully the new patch doesn't break replays for today. But it was working fine. I backed way too fast. I think sometimes that breaks the shit. All right, let's try to look at this again. So far, my dude, the things that I'm noticing here is your farm's pretty weak. Your lane phase definitely needs... You need to go into lane queuing your lane opponent. If I play GP today, I really want you... And if you're here, I really want you to watch that. But if you're not, you literally just go in lane with the intent to queue the fuck out of the person you're laning against while pushing the lane. Alright?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So don't be... Don't be silly with all that. Alright, I'm gonna get back to where we were. Alright, you have your ult. Let's skip ahead a little bit here. You're making kind of goofy trades. Okay, here it is, I think. You're looking at it. Let's talk about your ult selection. That's pretty good. I don't mind that. You know, you threw the ult down, he healed. He would have died without healing, so I think it's fine. You don't know that he has healer if he doesn't. So you're good, dude. I got no problem with that. Yeah, I can do it after this. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time, though. So, Rumble all ins you. And, honestly, I'm afraid to rewind. You get poked down a little too much. You also... You gotta dodge these E's. And that's when he's gonna do it. This is the wave where he's gonna do it now that you got hit by too many E's. So you may want to consider backing down. Yeah, once you get hit by those... That's just mechanical misplay. You gotta manage his cooldowns, his E's. He's got a lot of E's that he's gonna throw at you under turret. And, you know, at this point, because you didn't establish lane control, and because you went like Cull, you can't really poke at him too hard. If you'd rushed, if you farmed better and you have Sheen or Corrupting Pop by now, you could certainly sustain a bit better, which is why I opt for that. And at that point, like, you're very, very exploitable and very, very weak. Your farm has caught back up a little bit, but it's still really bad. But yeah, you can't, you have to make sure you're standing behind minions, and if you have a wave coming and the guy is like posturing that he's gonna harass you, just give up the CS, like give up some farm. It's okay. It's better than dying. Trust me on this one. You could be way behind in farm and not die. It's better than dying. So, you know, try to make good judgment calls. I know I have a tendency to try to play crazy shit under tower too, but that one was after you got hit by the first couple E's. I mean, all in is pretty easy for him to execute when you know he has summoners.
Red team triple kill.
Red team triple kill. She's like rolling her R's. So this is all good that you're pushing. I would probably smack it a couple times to get the fuck out. Looks like no one's coming for you though. Elise should have ran straight top to defend, but this is fine. No, back. No. Okay, maybe shoving back. That's fine. That's fine. I just feel like this is low elo, so you're basically allowed to push more than you should be able. Like, the Elise should have came up like a fucking decade ago and tried to kill you because you're weak as shit. So, yeah, it works out, but it's one of those things where it's working out because it's low elo, it's not working out because your decision making is good. Put it that way. You have Sheen now, so you're doing a little bit better job of farming, but you're still kind of being lazy on the melee minions. Try to balance that a little bit better. If you've got to put a fucking... Alright, I'm afraid to reload this, but I'm going to. Please don't break. I'm not entirely sure why you waited so long to do that, but it's still kind of cool because it hooks up Zed a little bit. If your idea was that you were waiting for Zed to get closer, then I'm on board. But if you just did it without thinking, and you know whether or not you did that. A lot of people be like, oh, I obviously did that. But, you know. Okay, Zed's trying to carry you. He's trying to get shit done for you. You need to be just dropping those barrels and fucking pushing. Because you are so exposed right now, and he's gonna punish you. Look at this. Rumble's not here, but you see him coming. And you're not panicking nearly enough about this. You're just kind of like farming, doing whatever, and then you die. I think that was avoidable. When you saw him coming, you just barrel, auto, barrel, Q, run away. At least make him earn it, dude. You know? At least make him earn the shit. Because otherwise, I mean, that was just completely, in my opinion, that was avoidable. You may have died anyways trying to push, but the fact that you didn't try to push concerns me a bit. Zed's going top, right? So you're going mid. Why are you going top? Go mid and take that farm mid. You see this? Look at all that farm you just missed. You could have taken all this unchecked, and then, you know, if he rotates to mid, then you rotate to top. There's really no point of there's no point of going up to lane, walking all the way up here, and not getting anything out of it. At least if you go here, you can E these minions, get the chickens, then you go here and you get this XP, and then you get all that extra gold. Set barrels down. Set barrels down. You're not setting them down. There you go. As soon as you're like getting in these like clutch situations, just fucking drop barrels, dude. Just fucking drop them. Like there's no point of just walking away. You're not setting up any slows for yourself. The slows and the move speed are what make Gangplank awesome. Just fucking drop them real quick. That way you can actually like dance and outplay the guy. Rumble TPs. Wait. Why aren't you challenging him? Is there a reason?
Executed.
You have, to my knowledge, you have ult. Okay, there's TF. Put your fucking... Next time, just put your barrel on his head and fucking trade with him. You know that GP is like TF's one of his hardest counters? I don't know if you know that. But you could definitely fuck with him at least. Throw an ult down, get an assist up here. That's cool. I would definitely be fucking with this TF. I would definitely look for a spot that I could fight him. He's relatively fed, but at the same time, you never know. You could definitely fuck with TF. Lee Sin's coming, yeah. So you can kite him all day. Why are you flashing? It was already dead, right? Why are you flashing for it? He was definitely dead. Flashing to secure the kill is not really worth it. Getting shut down gold anyways. I think that that was really, really wasteful. You need flash in this game. You need flash versus this guy. You're lucky he hasn't gone proto belt yet. Well, he's fucking huge. He's got Rile Eyes and Void. So yeah, he's gonna fuck you up if he gets near you. But all you're trying to do is shove the lane and get out of the way. You're falling for this shit twice. Wow, this is a really rough start, dude. Really rough. I'd be curious to see where your kills come from.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I don't... Why do you keep pushing up? Is what I want to know. Why do you keep pushing up? He's done this to you 3 times now. Right? He's done this to you 3 times, right? He's literally just came from the side every time you've pushed up and killed you. He did it here, he did it here, and he's doing it again. So he literally just keeps doing the same thing. So you just shove the wave. Dude, you don't have vision of him, right? So if you shove the wave to the tower, he may let the tower fall, but why are you even going up there? This is on you to check this damage. And also, there's not even a point, because if you let this go to the tower, even if any of these guys, even if people are hiding in the brushes, they're going to go up and do that. They're going to eventually deal with this. They don't want to just give the tower away. And if they give the tower away, then they're morons anyways. And you can just wait until you see somebody. Right? Okay, you're ulting mid, but no one's really low, so I don't know why you're doing it yet. Okay, so you hit a nice barrel. You hit a nice barrel there. That's good. I don't know why you're like backlining so crazily there. You got TF on your top turret. You should really be TPing over, or at least running over sooner, I think. Oh, TF's gone. Never mind. Okay, that is just...
Killing spree.
Yikes. Yikes. So now you guys have mid and top down. This is one cool thing about GP. Even though I think your mechanics are based on this replay, the mechanics of this replay is really bad, dude. I actually think that you're probably the type of player that's smarter, not mechanically natural. Because the mechanics of this game is what's killing me. And like I said, I totally understand if you were trying to rush out this replay and just played bad because you were trying to get a replay saved. But based on this game, what I'm seeing is your mechanics need a lot of work. In which case, okay, good attempt. I like what you tried to do there. If you were trying to drop Death's Daughter on him, then I'm okay with that.
Killing spree.
Okay. Because you are getting levels pretty decently considering the start. But yeah, this Rumble is crushing. And the only reason he's crushing is because you played the lane phase so sloppy. And the other thing is your farm early was really bad. Even though like once you started getting items, you kind of picked it up a little bit. You really need to clean up the lane phase. Let's keep looking though and see if there's anything that I notice. You can definitely kill him. I don't know why you're running. You can definitely kill him there. He's so low. This should be a spot now that you have items. Yeah, he's ahead, but like... why not try here? You know what I mean? Like, you're level 14, he's level 16. You have barrels, you have flash. You could definitely outplay this. You know, you don't know that he doesn't have ult, but like, he's super low. Why not fucking just challenge here and try to get the shutdown? It's big gold. It's worth the risk. You're losing anyways, right? Normally I'd be like, well, don't feed, but at this juncture, I feel like this game's only gonna get harder. They have, you know, they have Caitlyn, they have fucking Giant Rumble, they have TF. Like, yeah, I would challenge there. Yeah, you could definitely kill him. I would try to, and you have red buff. I would go in there and try to outplay him. All you have to do is just put barrels down between you two, and then if he ever steps in the barrels, the whole time you just Q him and try to get him to overcommit. You slow him once, he's fucking done so. Interesting engage. I don't get this Lee at all. Anyways. You're walking down here. Can I back up for a second? So, to be clear, not only did you not challenge this guy, but you didn't push the lane when he didn't show back up. I don't like that you backed here at all. Just, like, I get that you don't want to, like, battle him or anything, but, like, you could still push the wave. What's he gonna do with 20% HP? Is he just gonna shit on you? Pushing was okay, but you kind of have to play to kite, not play to, like, completely all in. So if Nami attacks you, you hit her, but you're running backwards at the same time. So you kind of just, like, traded and died when you can definitely kite a little bit more as Gangplank. You definitely could have damaged this and got out. I don't know what you're afraid of yet. You have TF here, and like, if he's bottom, and you're Gangplank anyways, and you had a huge wave there. If the wave was smaller, yeah, you could just back, but here, I don't see why you would back right away. I think you could definitely not trying to kill the turret, guys, but definitely trying to put more damage on it, since you're splitting anyways. Because the idea of splitting is like make people think that they can kill you, and there's no threat right now. You don't need to rush to back because they were all bot side because it's low elo and everyone just runs around and plays TDM. So you have there's no reason to back right away here. And plus, you also consider, I get that they have home guards and they can run at you like lunatics, but at the same time, you have flash, you have barrels, and they don't really have any reliable CC over you. Okay? So here, you can wave clear. I would definitely be going in. Yep. Yep. Definitely press up there. They're overstaying bottom there. I was gonna say I would look for maybe a teleport next time because of where they were at, and because you saw people topside, you could have teleported behind and maybe got a double kill as opposed to one kill. But that's fine to hold it if they're stupid. But see, that's the thing, is a lot of these guys are playing and dying because it's low elo. If they had ran away sooner, they would have been alright. Especially Elise. So you're pushing bottom. Same rules as before. Not sure why you're backing, because you saw them topside and you know Elise is dead. And the only person that can come for you is TF, and you can beat him 1v1. You can beat TF 1v1. You should feel very good with Hex Drinker, and you've got items now. Don't be a bitch. You can beat TF. You also out-level him. I would try to get him to teleport to me so that I could just shit on him 1v1. It's not even... and it's not like what I'm asking, or what I'm telling you to do is like mechanically intensive. He literally shows up with a yellow card. Yellow card hits you, W, then you barrel him, and then that's GG. There's no way. There's no way he beats you. Pretty good pick by Lee, though. He tried. He could. Lee Sin could have queued over the wall there, but he bad. See how you get picked. Or you get a fight going. And this is why I was bringing up the split here, is because I'm not sorry. I'm not entirely sure why you want a team fight at the moment. When in this game, when the people that are gonna try to deal with you from splitting, you can kill. With the exception of like Rumble, you can kill every single person on their team. 1v1, easy mode. Rumble's the only person that can fight you, and you kind of want him to like stay with you and wave clear anyways. Right? There's no point of team fighting versus Giant Rumble, because he's just gonna ult your entire team and kill them all. So why not pull Rumble to you? That way at least by splitting, you're buying yourself time to get more items because of your parlay, your gold income. You can use the globals to assist your team in a 4v4. Or you can potentially pick off like TF and shit like that. Your ult was rushed there. I think you know that though. You definitely could have put that behind, like further behind there. Yeah. Rumble's he's just turning on you guys now. Rumble might have been smurfing, maybe? I don't know, maybe? I doubt it, honestly. Smurf and Silver doesn't really exist, does it? That's like me playing Ribbon on a Smurf. It's like, it's not really a Smurf because I'm horrible at Ribbon. Right? So, I would say that, yeah, dude. This is a good point. This is a good point to stop. So this game, I think that your mechanics on GP based on this demo are pretty low end right now. There's ways to like get better at mechanics stuff. Obviously putting volume in. I don't know how many games you play, but as it looks to me right now that you severely need to do something to clean up like lane phases. Like if you need to go into fucking customs and just practice last hitting with the last hitting just the melee attacks, then you need to do that. Because the only reason this game went so sour, this game was easy win, was because you didn't approach the lane correctly. So you went the old Doran's Ring to pot start, which is just dated. You really want to go mana crystal and refillable pot and then rush corrupting pot. It's better. And then from there you want to poke the fuck out of your lane so you're not bullied under your turret, and you also want to Q harass your lane opponent so that you can farm more freely. From what I see right now is that you were just trying to do what all the low elo GPs do, which is just farm with Q passively. It's not how you play GP. If you're going to carry with this champion, you need to take charge of the game, or you're just kind of an ult bot like you became this game. As for your build, let's look at your build. I normally don't touch too much on builds if I'm not familiar with the champ, but obviously I play a lot of GP, so I can be nitpicky. I don't mind your build. I think it's okay because they did have heavy AP and their APs got fed, so it seems like it makes sense for you to go Maw and all that stuff. I don't mind that. But what I do mind right now is your mechanics are a bigger issue. I mean, you made decision-making errors, but your mechanics are like a big issue. And it will continue to be a big issue if you're going to continue to play Gangplank. Some people in chat were talking about playing easier champions. That's on you. That's your call. I don't subscribe to the belief that people are incapable of playing certain champions. It just takes them it takes someone pointing out where they're fucking up, and then they either man up and learn it, or they just admit that they don't have that patience and they find something else to play. So that's on you. What was I gonna say? Brain. Yeah, I think that also if you get your mechanics cleaned up, another thing that you should really work on is trying to understand lane management better. There's a ton of, obviously my stream I do a lot of top lane. Top lane's the lane where lane management becomes the most important. So backing at good times or bad times is what's going to make or break your top lane experience. And I think that if you cleaned up the lane phase, you would have very easily been able to carry this game. Rumble would have never gotten this big. Even though Rumble doesn't have that tough of a time against Gangplank because of his shield and the E harass, there's no reason to feed him that hard. And you shouldn't in the future. Alright, guys. Thank you, CBH. Where's my, there we go. Thank you, CBH, for the 7 months in a row. Yeah, so Smart and ECD, SpinchGaming.tv, going over Gangplank review. And yeah, man, I hope this helps you for real. Peace. Crackers. All right.